Good morning, students. My name is Verónica Baéz, and today I will be talking to you about the basic rules of capitalization. Rule number 1. Always capitalize the first word of a sentence. For example, the man knew how to play the piano extremely well. Please notice that the begins with a capital T. Singing is my sister's favorite hobby. Singing begins with a capital S. Entry-level jobs require a lot of experience nowadays. Notice that entry begins with a capital E. She thought the meeting had been postponed. She begins with a capital S. The second rule is always capitalize names and other proper nouns. Ashley went to the mall last weekend. Notice that Ashley is with capital A because it's somebody's name. It's a proper noun. They are going to go hiking on Mount Everest next spring. Mount Everest is a famous mountain, therefore it is a proper noun. She bought many bottles of Pepsi for the picnic this weekend. Pepsi is the name of a brand, therefore it is also a proper noun. The Pope visited my town last week. The Pope is a very important figure, therefore it also goes in capitalized. Michael, Scott, and Jim really like to do parkour. Michael, Scott, and Jim are names of people. Therefore, they also are proper nouns. Don't capitalize after a colon. Unless the word following is a proper noun or when the words following the colon form one or more complete sentences. For example, notice that milk does not go in a capital M because it is not a proper noun. She goes in capital S because it starts a completely different sentence. And Kevin starts with a capital K because it is a proper noun. Rule number 4. Always capitalize the first word of a quote, except when it is a partial quote. Here we have two examples. What starts with a capital W because it's the beginning of the quote. But here, then does not go with a capital T because it's a partial quote. Rule number 5. Capitalize days, months, and holidays. Here we have a few examples. Notice that all the days go in capital letters. All the holidays go in capital letters as well. And with the exception that seasons do not go with capital letters. For example, spring does not go with a capital S. Rule number 6. Capitalize cities, countries, nationalities, and languages. Here we have a few examples. New York goes in capital N and Y because it is the name of a state. Paris goes with a capital P because it's the name of a city. Bristol, England, they both go in capital letters because it's the name of a city and a country. Tokyo, Japan is the same with Bristol, England, city and a country. Brazilian is a nationality, therefore it goes with a capital B. Spanish, English, Portuguese, and German go all in capital letters because they are the names of languages. Now we go to rule number 7. Capitalize periods and events, with the exceptions of centuries and the numbers that go before. World War II goes in capital letters because it's a very important event in history. Mesozoic era goes in capital letters because it's a time period. The French Revolution is also an event, but 18th century is not. Therefore, it does not go in capital letters. Rule number 8. Capitalize most words in titles, with the exceptions of articles, conjunctions, and prepositions. For example, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Here, Harry Potter, Prisoner, and Azkaban are the only words that will go in capital letters. My favorite book is The Little Prince. The Little Prince is the title of the book, therefore everything will go in capital letters. We had to read Don Quixote for Spanish class. Don Quixote is the title of a book, therefore it goes in capital letters. Lord of the Rings. Here, Lord and Rings are the only words that go in capital letters. Here we have a reference. If you need any more information, you can click on the link and you will find it. Thank you.